What if the most terrifying mysteries were not hidden in dark alleys, but inside the most powerful palace of an empire? Just days before its official premiere, Unveil Jade Wind has already sent chills across social media, after revealing its first full set of posters featuring 7 mysterious cases. Starring Bai Lu in one of her darkest and most intense roles to date, this drama abandons romance-driven palace intrigue and dives straight into fear, secrets, and psychological suspense. 7 cases, 7 hidden truths. And once the palace doors open, nothing inside can remain buried forever. Following the unsettling reveal of its 7 mysterious cases, Unveil Jade Wind has quickly positioned itself as one of the most anticipated historical suspense dramas of the season. Set within the imperial palace during the Tang dynasty, the series blends crime investigation, political tension, and psychological horror, a rare combination in traditional costume dramas. Rather than focusing on romance or court rivalry, the story centers on a chain of bizarre cases that challenge logic, belief, and human morality. At the heart of the narrative is Bai Lu, portraying a sharp-minded and unflinching investigator navigating a court filled with power, deception, and fear. This role marks a significant shift from her previous screen image and signals a bold step toward darker, more complex storytelling. With its cinematic visuals, ominous tone, and case-driven structure, the drama stands out as a fresh and risky experiment, one that audiences are watching closely. As anticipation continues to build, Unveil Jade Wind is now approaching its official broadcast with remarkable momentum. According to multiple platform announcements and industry tracking accounts, the drama has entered its final pre-release stage, with an early February premiere drawing intense attention. What makes this launch particularly notable is the scale of its online impact even before airing. The series has already ranked among top-performing titles in audience growth indexes, a metric closely watched by streaming platforms. On social media, discussion volumes surged following the release of the 7 case posters, with viewers describing the project as unexpectedly dark and visually unsettling. Short clips, character stills, and background music have circulated widely, reinforcing a growing consensus. This is not a conventional historical drama. Instead, it is being positioned as a high-risk, high-reward production, one that audiences are eager to judge the moment it premieres. As the conversation around Unveil Jade Wind intensifies, the drama's most defining reveal arrives in the form of its official poster series. 7 visuals representing 7 distinct cases. Rather than serving as conventional promotional material, these posters function as narrative signposts, outlining the psychological and thematic structure of the entire series. The first case, commonly interpreted as the celestial visitor in the women's court, establishes an atmosphere dominated by superstition and fear. Celestial symbols and ominous lighting suggest a world where unexplained phenomena are quickly transformed into divine judgment. It introduces one of the drama's central questions: when belief overrides reason, who truly benefits? The second case, Flowers on the Wall, presents beauty as a disguise. The image implies that life and decay coexist within the palace, raising the possibility that crimes are not hidden despite luxury, but because of it. What appears elegant on the surface may conceal something deeply unnatural. The third case, The Cry Upon the Strings, is arguably the most psychologically unsettling. Music, traditionally a symbol of harmony, becomes a carrier of dread. The suggestion of an infant's cry intertwined with sound evokes unresolved guilt, forbidden acts, and emotional trauma that refuses to fade. In the fourth case, Bloodstained Talent, the tone shifts toward ambition and exploitation. The poster's intense crimson hues imply that exceptional ability is cultivated through sacrifice. Here, success is inseparable from violence, and talent becomes both a blessing and a curse. The fifth case, Secrets at an Auspicious Hour, transforms time itself into an accomplice. Rituals performed under the promise of fortune and order are revealed as carefully staged deceptions. The poster hints that the palace's most dangerous acts occur not in chaos, but during moments officially deemed blessed. The sixth case, Faith Beyond the Divine, confronts spiritual authority head-on. Distorted religious imagery suggests manipulation, false prophets, and the weaponization of belief. The series questions whether faith offers salvation or simply another tool of control. Finally, the seventh case, The Misaligned Stars, stands as the thematic culmination. Celestial disorder symbolizes a collapse of moral structure, implying that the imbalance seen in the heavens reflects corruption on earth. This final case appears poised to connect all previous mysteries into a single, devastating truth. Together, these 7 cases reframe the imperial palace as a sealed system of fear and secrecy, where silence protects power, and truth is the most dangerous force of all. At the emotional core of Unveil Jade Wind is Li Peiyi, a character that signals a decisive transformation in Bai Lu's acting trajectory. Known internationally for her versatility and screen presence, Bai Lu steps away from romanticized heroines to embody a woman shaped by pressure, intelligence, and moral endurance. Li Peiyi is not defined by innocence or sentimentality. She is observant, calculating, and emotionally guarded. Someone who understands that survival within the palace demands clarity rather than compassion. Her strength lies not in outward defiance, but in restraint. Measured movements, controlled expressions, and an unwavering gaze that reveals more than dialogue ever could. This role challenges Bai Lu to perform in silence as much as in speech. Trauma is suggested rather than displayed, allowing tension to accumulate beneath the surface. Through this performance, Bai Lu embraces a mature narrative space where power is internalized and vulnerability is carefully concealed. Rather than seeking audience sympathy, Li Peiyi commands authority within the story. It is a portrayal that feels deliberate, unsettling, and quietly commanding, positioning Bai Lu as an actress unafraid to redefine her limits. As Unveil, Jade Wind prepares to step into the global spotlight, one question remains. Is the Imperial Palace a place of order, or a carefully sealed chamber of fear? Through its 7 cases, the series challenges audiences to look beyond tradition and confront the cost of silence, belief, and power. This is not a drama designed for passive viewing. It demands attention, patience, and reflection, qualities increasingly rare in the age of fast entertainment. Whether it succeeds or divides opinion, one thing is clear. It dares to be different. If you are drawn to psychological suspense, morally complex characters, and historical stories that refuse to romanticize power, this may be a series worth your time. Let us know which case intrigued you the most, and whether you are ready to enter the palace once the doors finally open.